Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new visit here for Coasters of the Thrills here, and today we're actually here at Kings Dominion for the very first time here on the channel, and for the very first time here in person for myself, and just looking at this for the very first time is very, very cool. And we are actually here for the very first time. This is actually my very first Cedar Fair Park for myself here and for the channel here, and we're here at Kings Dominion today, and should be an interesting visit that's going to come on by here. It's a lot of, this is actually the Tuesday, so hopefully it won't be actually too crowded here for Kings Dominion today. And this is actually my very first visit here to the park. So we're actually gonna go to Twisted Timbers for our very first roller coaster of the day here. And should be interesting. So we're gonna try to make it as best as we can here for vlogging and just experiencing this park for myself. And just seeing all the cool stuff around here for the fountains and everything, which looks very, very cool here. And just seeing this for the very first time. So as you can see, if you like what we do here on Coasters of the Thrills, make sure to subscribe. And with that said, let's get into today's visit here for Kings Dominion, and let's do it. All right, so as you see, as we are going through ourselves here through Kings Dominion, this is actually the Eiffel Tower. As you can see, I'm trying to take everything in here because this is my very first visit here for the park, and it looks, yeah, this is the Eiffel Tower, and this is one of the ones for Kings Dominion. And I guess we're gonna try to see what we could do here, and just taking the scenery all in over here. So this is very interesting, but we're gonna try, as again, we're gonna go to Twisted Timbers, but try to vlog at the same time because, you know, this is my first visit, so yeah. All right, so we are currently in Old Virginia over here, and you can see there's like a bell over here. I decided to showcase this because this is the first time ever being here. And we're gonna, there's a lock flume actually right over here, which actually looks very, very cool. That's actually around here. And you can see that there's the bell, which is right over here. And I think if we want to go to Twisted Timbers, that's Whitewater Canyon over there. So I think we go this way if we want to go to the coaster. I know that the Grizzly's over here as well, which Whitewater Canyon is actually over there, which we'll try to get on more later on, hopefully. But should be interesting. But we're gonna head over to Twisted Timbers. Hopefully this is the right way. If it's not, then I'm screwed, but we'll see. I don't know if this is copyright music, but we're like the only ones in this area right now. We're actually going to head over to Twisted Timbers and see if this roller coaster is actually going to be open up. Right here is actually Windseeker, which is right over here in the Jukebox Diner, which is over there. But we're going to head over to Twisted Timbers, and I actually hope this roller coaster is actually open up. Hopefully, but we're going to find out here. I don't know if it's actually open for the day or not, but might as well just wait out here and see when this will actually open up. But we're at the head over to Twisted Timbers, and should be interesting, and we'll keep you updated if this attraction is actually open up. But as we go over here and just see in a minute, I don't know if it's open up yet. I mean, I don't know if they did some test runs or not, but we're gonna see, and we're gonna wait for this attraction, and should be interesting. Okay, so I don't think Twisted Timbers is open yet. Oh, I think it actually is, but it's just, they just haven't got ready yet. So I think we're gonna try to go on Twisted Timbers, and we're gonna be the full review after we ride this RMC over here and see what's concluded to Iron Gwazi, I guess. But we're about to go on Twisted Timbers, and should be interesting. Okay, guys, we just did Twisted Timbers twice. And we actually got they were like no one in line today. We actually got like 2 times in a row without going back. And man, this thing was awesome, dude. I'm telling you, Twisted Timbers is probably like the best roller coasters here. And I got I got like near like the back row, and it was actually very good. Maybe you can actually see it go right here, even though it's kind of hard to see it go through here. But it was actually very, very good. And highly guarantee this one, and maybe like in like a top 5, maybe it was really that good, because that part right there, when you do that thing, you can really, when you do that barrel roll down the drop, man, you can really feel it, man. It was awesome. But yeah, we're gonna do some more coasters here, man. Maybe get a front row right here on Twisted Timbers, and we will see. All right, guys, so a little bit of an update. We just did Apple's Apple, and I got like 3 rides on it, Twisted Timbers on total over here, and they're gonna do Apple's Apple here. I'm just gonna wait out this time because I already rode it once, and it was actually pretty good. And we can see Twisted Timbers right there. Yeah, I mean, this thing is awesome, dude. I highly guarantee to ride this ride when you come to Kings Dominion. Highly guarantee. But here's Apple's Apple. They're gonna go on the coaster over here, and we're just gonna wait out over here and see. And we're gonna hopefully. I actually did see Ghosts, so that's actually good. So we'll see what happens, and maybe we can catch them on the ride. All Alright, so I have no idea if this is actually a good time or not. We just got like 3 rides total on Twisted Timbers, and it just broke down on us. And man, that was a good time. We were still in this area because we're waiting for them to get off Apple's Apple. I did go on the ride just recently, and they're gonna get off here. I did go on it once, and we're gonna continue on for the day here. I did actually see 305 go, so we're gonna go over there very shortly. Alright, we just did Windseeker not too long ago, and it was actually the very first time doing this attraction for Cedar Fair, and it was actually pretty interesting. So I guess now, since we did the 3 attractions that are around here, Windseeker, Twisted Timbers, and Apple's Apple, I guess we can head over here. I do know Racer 75 is over here, and man, I just keep thinking, I saw 305 go on the Windseeker, man, and that, yeah, man, that's gonna be insane. But we're gonna head over here to another attraction, maybe Racer 75. I mean, it is a dead day today, so I don't think the attractions here would be too much of a problem. So we'll see what will happen, and maybe we'll go back to a Racer 75, and should be interesting. Alright guys, we just did Racer 75 for, I think it was like the north side, I believe. And it was gonna be, I saw it on 305, man, I'm heading there right now, man. I can't wait to ride that attraction, but we're gonna have a little of a pit stop over here, then we're gonna head over to 305. And Racer 75 was, I really ridden on the wooden roller coaster. Like, it was like a racer. It was kind of cool how that was, but we'll be over there shortly for 305, so make sure to stay tuned for the vlog, and yeah. Alright guys, so I think it's our time to head over to 305 here. I can actually see that there's a sky coaster gonna get ready over there, as you can see, which is actually very cool. But we're gonna head over to Project 305, or Intimidator 305, or whatever you call it. But yeah. All right, so as you see, as we are walking towards our areas over here, I think we're actually in Apple Grove. I can't remember what this place was called, but you can see all the texture all around here and everything, which looks pretty nice. But in the distance, you can see right over there, Project 305, known as Intimidator 305. We'll be over there very shortly, and we'll give the full review after we ride, and should be interesting. But we're gonna make way over here through Apple Candy Grove, and we'll see what other areas are around here for Kings Dominion. Excuse me there, but you can see the entrance for Silk City is actually over there, but we're not gonna be doing that today. It's actually closed, and plus, you know, we're gonna be here the whole day, so we're gonna head over and see what we can do. Alright, so as we are currently going this way, that's the Singing Mushrooms over there, but we're gonna head over here. I think this is where Jungle Expedition is over here, as we are making our way over here, and should be interesting. But yeah, so far this is actually a very good theme park, and it's actually alright, so as we are making our way over here through Kings Dominion, so far we pretty good day here so far. We for my very first Cedar Fair Park here, and I believe we're almost in the Jungle Expedition area, which we are actually going over here right now. And as you can see over here, and there's actually a 2025 roller coaster that's going to come here very shortly, as you can see. But as you can see, we're gonna go over here through Jungle Expedition, and it should be interesting. All right, so you can see that big green roller coaster right there. It's actually Tomb Billy, and sorry if I didn't say that right, but we're actually gonna go on that very shortly over here. And it's actually a very interesting coaster, and I don't know if it's actually open right now, but we're at to go over here, and you can we're gonna go over here and see if this coaster is actually open. You see that huge green coaster is actually Tomb Billy, and hopefully it's open. I haven't seen it go yet, so I don't know if it's gonna be open or not. But we're gonna go over here very shortly and see if this coaster is open and experience it for the very first time. All right, there it goes, right here, Tomb Billy. Look at this thing right here. Man, this thing is insane. Okay, man, we're about to ride this very shortly here, man. This thing is crazy. Just randomly just flips you out automatically. It's very, very crazy over here. But about to go on this, and should be interesting. But man, look at this. Yeah, we're going to go on this, and we'll give you the full review right after we ride. Alright guys, so we are currently over here, and this is actually one of the areas that's going to be for the 2025 new roller coaster, as you can see, with Tomb Billy, which is up there, which is actually pretty cool. We'll go on that in a little bit. So we're actually going to go to Reptilian, and that's actually like a bobsled roller coaster that was originally over here, but they actually used to be colored white, but they actually changed it to like an orange type of thing. But here's Tomb Billy. We'll go on this very shortly. The line's kind of backed up a little bit, as expected because of this how the coaster is. But we'll probably do that right after we do the Reptilian, which is right over here. So we're gonna go over here first before we do anything else and go on Reptilian. So it should be interesting. All right, guys, we're about to do Reptilian. So let's go ahead and let's hop on the ride. All right, we just did Reptilian, and yeah, that thing was kind of rough on some of the parts over there, as you see as it goes right over here. Yeah, man, this thing was very, very, very kind of rough. I got like the back row, and it was okay. It was kind of, I felt kind of like a jank to it, but it was okay. But as you can see, as it goes over here, and yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't like too terrible, but I mean, it was fine, but like, you know, it's just, it's definitely a good experience definitely experience when you come to Kings Dominion, but it was okay. And you can see these are very, very rare, especially around these areas, but it's good to experience at least one of these before, and for these bobsled coasters. But pretty interesting how this was, and we might go to Tomb Billy next, so we'll give you the information about after we ride that, so it should be interesting. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like too terrible. It is definitely a good experience to have when you go through these coasters around here, and I mean, it was okay. I mean, nothing like too special there. But, we are gonna try to go to Tomb Billy next, and should be interesting how that will go, and see the tunnel over here, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, good ride on Reptilian, and at least got the credit there, so it was good. Yeah, man, this ride was, oh man, that line got long there, man. Good thing I did this be a good time there. So next up is probably going to be Tomb Billy of this crazy roller coaster right here. So yeah, hopefully the line isn't too backed up for this one. So I do know we do need to do Backlit Sun Coaster and Flight of Fear very soon. But I mean, the line starts where it usually starts for the attractions. You can see as they are getting ready to go right there. So we're gonna show you here if it can actually go in and show you how this actually works for here for Tomb Billy. So should be interesting. All right, guys, this is a good time to do this attraction just to get it out of the way, and we'll see. This is actually an interesting thing because this thing actually automatically just flips you, and it's actually pretty interesting how this actually goes. We'll show you what it does in a minute if it goes up here, as you can see. So we'll show you what it does, and this is what it does. Yeah, man, this thing is crazy. We're about to ride that very shortly here. That thing is automatically just flips you and everything. Yeah, man, that should be interesting. All right, we just rode Tomb Billy not too long ago. It was okay. I mean, it didn't really flip all the way, only for like one part, but it was actually pretty good. So now we're gonna head over to this part of the park and see if we can do Project 305 or Intimidator 305, and go over there and do that attraction. Come out of breath. But let's go over there right now and check that out. All right, guys, so we're gonna this time to go over to Project 305, known as Intimidator 305, and it's time. We're actually gonna do that big coaster off in the distance, as you can see, and we are very first time riding the coaster. I cannot wait to experience this. But over here you can see this building, which is right over here. This is actually a Flight of Fear, and this one is actually an indoor roller coaster that's actually like a 90s type of feel that's themed after aliens, and we'll do that a little bit more later on. But for now, we're gonna head over to the big coaster as over there, as you can see, and we're gonna head over to Project 305, and we're gonna showcase all of the stuff that needs to be showcased over there. So let's go over there right now, and you can see Flight of Fear, but more on that a little bit later on. But let's go to this big thing right here. All right, guys, it's finally time. The most anticipated roller coaster, Project 305, known as Intimidator 305, and we're about to ride this thing for the very first time, man. Man, look how huge that big thing is, man. We're gonna do this. This used to be actually going through Dale Hart, but you know, that just got taken out there because of it contracted it, and now it's just called Project 305. But we're about to do this for the very first time, man, and I cannot believe I'm actually about to do this. And man, this thing is intense, man. I'm about to do this for the Very first time, man, I cannot wait. There's the Anaconda, of course, but man, just look how this thing is, man. This is gonna be insane over here. We're about to get on the ride and we'll give our full review after we ride. So without further ado, let's go on Project 305. Okay guys, I officially rode this. This was actually my very first gig I just rode. It was actually Project 305. I just got off the ride. I got like 3 rides on it on total, man. I don't really know what to say about this because this was very insane. I'm out of words basically, but I got like 3 rides. I actually got a front row thing, and man, look at this thing going right over here. Yeah, man, this thing is insane over here, but we just got off the ride like 3 times, and it was actually pretty good as it goes over here, as you can see. Man, look at this thing over here. This thing is insane. We got like 3 rides on this thing as total. Yeah, man, this thing is intense, man. I don't really know what to say about it because I'm really at a loss of words, man. I don't even know what to think about it right now, but I'll get the really full review very, very soon. But man, that was insane. Yeah, I don't really know how to like describe this ride, man. It is insane from start to finish, man. It's just like that crazy, man. I don't even know how the words to describe it, man. That was probably like one of the best coasters I've probably ever ridden here, and yeah, man, that's probably I had to decide about that, about where I ranked the coaster right there, but as you know, it's called Project 305, formerly known as Intimidator 305. But man, that was insane. But next, as you can see, we're gonna maybe go back to that a little bit more later on to get more free rides on it and stuff. But real quick, this building right here is actually home to the coaster Flight of Fear, and you can actually see there's a little bit of a line for it right now. So 15 minutes, and there's a little bit of a line for Flight of Fear right there. So we will see if we can actually ride this one right here, and yeah, so we'll make it here eventually. All right, guys. So as we are heading our way over to Backlund Stunt Coaster, I think it's open, hopefully, but I don't even think it's actually open here because I think they're actually doing a test run, so it's not really open as of this moment. But as you can see, I think they're about to open it very, very soon. You might as well just wait in the line because eventually this will get very, very long out there. So let's go ahead and let's hop on the ride. Well, guys, it looks like that this coaster right here just broke down on us. So that means, yeah, I might have to wait a little bit to get back on this ride. I don't know if hopefully it'll actually open up more later on. But yeah, it just broke on us. But in the meantime, we're actually going to do a roller coaster that's very, very known to be very, very rough. And if you're wondering what that is, yes, this is Anaconda, which is right over here, as you can see, with the track that's actually all around there. So we're gonna hop on that ride very shortly. You can see the entrance is right over here, and I might as well just to do the coaster credit. Hopefully the Backlund Stunt Coaster will open up more later on, but we're about to go on Anaconda, and should be interesting. So let's go ahead and hop on the ride. All right, so we just did Anaconda, and yeah, I got the front row, man. That was the weirdest experience I ever had with a roller coaster right there. But I guess, you know, just to ride all the roller coasters here, I still have quite a few left. I have Backlund Stunt Coaster, Flight of Fear, Dominator, and Grizzly. So still quite a few, and the time is actually 3:25. So there's a lot of time still, which is actually pretty great. So we're gonna go back to Flight of Fear and actually go on that coaster, and it should be interesting, and hopefully. So yeah, if you've been wondering how the day has been here for Kings Dominion, it's been pretty good so far. I got like 3 rides on Project or Intimidator 305 there, and it was actually pretty good. So now we're gonna head over here and see what else we could do. All right, next stop of the roller coasters is gonna be Flight of Fear, and I hope it's open because it should be. If it's broken down, well, can't really do anything about that. But our next roller coaster is going to be Flight of Fear, so let's hop on this coaster and experience it. All right, we just did Flight of Fear not too long ago. Very first time riding those coasters, man, it was actually pretty good. The launch was actually good there, and then all the other crazy parts of this ride was actually pretty good. So now we're gonna go back to Project 305, or just 305 Intimidator or something. But we're gonna go back over here, and we're gonna go see what else, and we're gonna go back over here for a little bit and maybe get another ride on. So let's see. Okay, so a little bit of an update. We just did 305 again, and I got the back row, man. I don't even have the words to describe it. but it's actually very good. That thing does go as it is all the hype it gets, man. It really is, man. You have to come check it out if you can. But especially with that retheme going on, man, I recommend definitely checking it now than later. Highly guarantee. But as we come back to Backlund Stunt Coaster, it is not looking good for this attraction today, unfortunately, and I think it's still closed. So that's just unfortunate circumstances right there, but I guess we might have to come back to that a little bit more later on, maybe, but it's not really looking good for you. I mean, I can barely see it with all these trees and benches over here, but we're gonna, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it is actually not operating, so kind of stinks on that part, but we tried. Alright, so this is the part of the vlog where we head over to floorless coaster that is actually going, called Dominator. And this will be my first time riding this coaster for today. And as over here, I was Planet Snoopy with Blue Mean Tree, but there is one at Carowinds, so we might do that one there. But as you see, as we go over here, this is actually Dominator. As you can see, we will get on this coaster very shortly, as you can see, and this should be good. See as it goes over here. And this is a B&M floorless coaster, and I heard a lot of good things about it. And we'll see what this compares to for Kraken and all that stuff. So we're about to go over there and ride this coaster very shortly here, and as you can see as it goes. Yeah, this is awesome. That'll be my very first time riding this coaster. Hopefully I can get at least near the front or back. I don't really know, but I guess we'll find out here in a minute. So, yeah, man, let's go ahead and here goes. All right, let's go on Dominator, and we will give you the review right after. All right, we're gonna... All right, here we are for Dominator, about to go on the coaster here for the very first time here. I don't know what's going on in there, so I don't know what's going on, but we're about to go on Dominator for the very first time here, and hopefully it's actually open, but we're about to go on the ride, and we'll give you the review right after we ride. So let's go ahead and let's do Dominator. All right, we just did Dominator, and that was actually pretty good. The only issue was my shoe was kind of untied, so I was kind of worried about it. But other than that, it was actually a good ride. Actually, it was very smooth, and I didn't really feel that rough at all. So that was actually really refreshing there. So it was a good ride. It's a good, probably even better than Kraken over there. It was actually very, very good for Dominator that we just rode over here, and yeah, it was actually very good. So another top good 3 here for Kings Dominion. So we got off this ride. It was actually pretty good, and yeah, this whole entire B&M floorless coaster is very highly guaranteed to ride. So pretty good. And as you can see, as it goes right over here, and you will see how this actually rides here in a minute. I mean, that loop is probably one of the biggest loops out there, man. It is actually insane over here, but as you can see, yeah, so we'll move on. We're probably going to do this thing over here because I never really ridden one before, so let's go on it. Alright guys, so a little bit of an update. We just did Dominator, and we just did this over here. Dominator going in the background, but real quick, we have officially made it around a whole entire circle for Kings Dominon. We have officially made it to the very front of the park where we first all started here, and we're gonna go get some dinner. I still have Grizzly, one more racer, 75 side, and then the other one, which was, I think if I can remember, it was, man, I can't remember, but it was Grizzly and Backlund Stunt Coaster. But anyways, as you can see here, it's a very beautiful park here for Kings Dominion. It's my very first Cedar Fair Park that I'm actually doing here, and I have all the cool stuff all around here and everything. So we're gonna go get something for dinner before we continue on rest here, and probably show you where we are eating So should be interesting, and good day here for Kings Dominon so far. I mean, this one is very good. Highly guaranteed to visit this theme park here for Kings Dominon, and I can't highly guarantee it. So we're gonna go find the place where we're gonna eat at, and should be interesting. So unfortunately, I forgot to mention this, but the Eiffel Tower, which is this huge thing right here, is unfortunately closed. So we can't go on this or go up to the very top and see all the good views. So that's unfortunately one thing we can't do today. So that's just unfortunate. So I can't really do anything about it. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to update, see the drop tower going up there, but we're going to head our way over to Grizzly and do that coaster because I haven't done that yet. So that's where we're going to go ahead and go to Grizzly over there and excuse me there, and see how that goes. But yeah, we're going to head over there very shortly and show you what it looks like over there, and should be interesting. Alright, so as we make our way over here, as you can see, there's the Old Dominion Inn, which is actually part of the VIP lounge. But unfortunately, it's actually closed, and plus, you know, we're not the pass holders, so we can't experience that. But I believe if we go this way, we will go over to Old Virginia and to that area of the park and go to Grizzly. But as you can see, this is one of the VIP lounge, which we cannot go into, which I believe we can because you have to be a pass member and all that stuff, I believe. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna head over to the Grizzly, which is through this area down over here in this store. So we're gonna go over here and see what's over here. So I think it's, yeah, this is where you go over here and just check out this area for the very first time. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's the sky coaster, as you can see right over here. Man, this thing is insane. You can see the people getting ready to do it and everything. So yeah, I hope the Grizzly's actually open. I think it actually is, but you can see the sky coaster right here, which is actually insane. But yeah, this thing is insane. But you can see as they get ready to go up, and you'll see them, and then they will free drop. They get a cord, and you can see the people are about to free drop into this, which is going to be crazy. But here that goes right over here. I want to do that. All right, then they just get ready. They drop the cord, and then they go.
Mike good doctor. 3, 2, 1, fly.
Alright, they try to pull the rope, and then there they go. That's pretty insane there, but here we are with the Grizzly. And you can see that we're about to do this coaster over here, and it's actually really cool how they actually have it all themed over here, as you can see. So this is the next coaster we're about to do, and should be interesting for the Grizzly. Oh, and I don't know if I did the review, but we just did Grizzly. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I got the around the I think about the, I don't know, but I did get somewhere in the middle. But it was actually not even that bad for Grizzlies, which was actually pretty good. So as we go over here to through the gift shop, we're gonna try to go to Whitewater Canyon, and hopefully do that water. I'm probably gonna get drenched, but you know, it's kind of hot and it's cool off there. So that's what we're gonna do. And here's this, but yeah. Alright, so I believe we're going to try to go over to Whitewater Canyon, or this log flume that's there, just cool off because it is kind of high. I do need to get on a water ride. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go on this ride and just try to cool off. You can see the sun's very bright out there, so it's fairly hard to see anything. So yeah, we're going to go over to Whitewater Canyon and do this attraction over here. So should be interesting. Alright, we just did Whitewater Canyon over there, as you can see, and then we just did this log flume over here. It was, man, I didn't really get that soaked at all on the ride. It was pretty good. Now, I mean, didn't really get too soaked on here, so which was actually pretty good. So now as we are over here, we finished all the rides of West Virginia. The time is 6:38. We're gonna go to our guest relations to get our pass for my picture for Project 305. So we'll be over there shortly, and yeah. Alright guys, looks like we're gonna get lucky with Backlot Stunt Coaster. It's actually open up again, so excuse me there, sorry, but yeah, let's go on this coaster and check this out for the very first time. So we'll give it a review after, and let's go on the ride. Alright, we just did a Backlot Stunt Coaster not too long ago, and it was actually pretty good. I didn't really see 305 going, so I don't even think that's actually open. But I guess we're just gonna hopefully do it. There's only like about 1 hour before the park closes here, so we're gonna try to see what we can do and wish for the best. We're gonna head over to 305 and see what will happen here. You see the big coaster off in the distance. I didn't see it go, so I don't know what to say about that, but I guess we'll see. Most of us broke down, which could happen, but we'll see.
All right,
well guys, good thing we did 305, because now it is closed, which thankfully we actually did do this right before it closed down, which is actually good, because you know it's actually closed down now, so it's not even rideable over there. So thank goodness we actually did it. So now, as you can see, we're gonna head over to one last ride for Twisted Timbers, because there's only like 30 minutes till the park closes, so we're gonna see what we could do. Oh, I forgot to mention about this ride. So there used to be an old roller coaster here called Volcano, and that's where the new 2025 coaster is gonna be. So I forgot to mention that. I don't know why I did, but that's what's gonna be replacing it. Yeah, Volcano was like an old accelerated launch coaster. Would've been cool to ride, but you know. But anyways, we're gonna go over to Twisted Timbers and do the last ride of the day. Alright guys, this is going to be the very last coaster we're going to do here for Kings Dominion, it looks like, which is going to be Twisted Timbers. So I know from the recent part we were talking all about this coaster, but we're going to do this again and do a couple of times, and it should be great. And with that, the park is officially closed. We got one of the last trains of Twisted Timbers, and it was good. We have this guy right over here actually got the last train, and he was the one after me, bro. Dude, you got the last train of the night, bro, and you were right behind me, dude. You did this to me, dude. Why did you do this to me? Well, I tried, guys, but it was good for Twisted Timbers, and yeah, highly guarantee it. Alright guys, so I guess that wraps up our day here for Kings Dominion, and this was my very first Cedar Fair Park, and it was actually pretty good. Alright guys, so that will be wrapping up our day here for Kings Dominion. This was actually our very last time here. This was actually my very first Cedar Fair Park, and it was good to come here for the day. Well, the thing is, you know, I might not be here for a very long time. I ended it off properly with Twisted Timbers. I'll go into the with no. Alright.
Follow and subscribe.
Coasters of the Thrills.
Huh?
Coasters of the Thrills.
Huh?
Coasters of the Thrills.
Yeah, Coasters of the Thrills.
Alright. So yeah guys, so that was a good time here for Kings Dominion, and it was a good Cedar Fair Park, highly guarantee it, and it was actually pretty good, and exits that way. But yeah, so my first Cedar Fair Park, it was actually a very good difference from the other parks that I do, like you know, like Whistler and Tampa, Universal. It was a very good difference to do an actual different theme park that's actually from a different company, which was actually very great. And it was a good visit that went by, and this is my last time looking at all of this, which is you know how it is. But yeah, this is going to be the very last time here, so who knows, might be a couple years before I can get back to this place, but it was good. So we'll get the outro here very shortly, and what a great day here for Kings Dominion. Guys, so as we are walking out from Kings Dominion, this is going to be our first and last time for a while, but it was a good park that went by here. It was a very good change, and very great that we were able to do this. But one last look of the Eiffel Tower here before we leave the park. So yeah guys, so this is going to be our last time here. So right before we leave, we're going to do the outro right in front of the Eiffel Tower, because why not? So yeah, So I'll be doing here for Coasters of the Thrills here, and hopefully you enjoyed the video that went on by here, and it was a good visit that went on by, but I'll just see one last look before we leave. And if you like what we do here on Coasters of the Thrills, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, this was my very first Cedar Fair Park, and man, it was really worth it there. So if you like this videos and you want to see more of theme parks outside of Florida, make sure to subscribe. And what a great day this was. So me, myself, Coasters of the Thrills, this is going to be our very last video here for one of 2 days of the theme parks here. So if you like what we do here on Coasters of the Thrills, we'll catch you later on till the next visit. And till then, this is Coasters of the Thrills one last time over here. And till then, we'll see you at Carowinds on Friday over there. So good last look right over here. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next video, this is Coasters of the Thrills. I'm out.